Hello there, great person. Welcome back to another episode of Foundation. So, yeah, I finally found the time to watch this one. I'm glad I found the time, and yeah, last time was quite exciting. It was, yeah, we got introduced to Harry and his theory of psychohistory, and they predicted, or he predicted, that the empire they live in, the solar, well, it spans several solar systems. They will fall apparently, and we saw the first thing there when their space elevator was just crashed and collapsed and wrapped around the planet, destroyed a lot of stuff, and then they started to believe him a bit. So he was kind of exiled with his protege, and they went to Terminus. And I don't know if they're here on Terminus, but yeah. So again, as you might see here, I've already opened the video. I had to do color corrections, and I will overlay this noise filter so I won't get problems with showing you what I'm watching. But I think you can still see it. Hope it's fine for you. So yeah, just let's get into this, and yeah, let's have some fun with this great show, and let's prepare for some great visuals again. Okay, they're getting breached. Oh. Ouch. Yeah, yep. Oh, yeah. They probably have aimbots. Wow. What an intro. What an intro. Okay. Guys with aimbots came.
How many bodies are still orbiting Trantor?
127,000, Empire.
That's a lot.
Why haven't they been retrieved?
It hasn't been the highest priority. Rescue and recovery
Make it a priority.
Yeah,
Corpses
that's...
have been catching fire as they re-enter the atmosphere. All anyone has to do is look up to be reminded of our impotence. We need results.
We need certainty, brother.
Yeah, they wouldn't hit the surface.
Am I
They
going
would
to
burn
regret
up.
exiling Selden and his...
Okay, so they got together during the travel, I assume. Good for them.
Come in.
I mean, they...
I can't swim.
Well, you've got 4 years and 4 months to learn.
3.5 years journey, I think. That's a bit nasty, I have to admit. That was a bit nasty. I've worked with children that were traumatized from falling into water at a very young age and tried to get them, teaching them swimming. It's actually very hard. Very hard. So you shouldn't joke around with what she just did, so yeah.
Try and seal that scene quickly, it's toxic. I'm on it.
Why do I have the feeling that someone's gonna get blown up? That sounded like a monster. I think you shouldn't go there. And don't poke it. What was she expecting? It sounded like a monster, now it is a monster.
Nick, Dr. Selden wants to see you.
So did she choose to go mining? Don't know. Hello Jared Harris. Good to see you back. Yeah, he's shaken. Those are the scenes you need in a show. That's very good. That's very good. I really like that. His character's so fascinating. Yeah, there they are. Couldn't you get that and repair it? I mean, the top. I mean, why would you, but...
Someone's going to hang for this. I'd like it to be the guilty one.
Yeah, me too. He's gonna fall and end. That would be so stupid. Perhaps it's gonna fall on his head? What is he doing? Why is he doing that? You're gonna end. Okay. Yeah, I mean... probably a disease they all have, and he notices now that it's emerging, so he's at his last, I guess.
And not him.
I
I know what the right thing to do is, Gale. I know.
It's a bit strange because I don't know these
I
people.
know that what we're doing on this ship isn't really living. We're just preparing to live. For some of us to live.
Like there's an episode
It's the
missing. What are these shields? Very Dune-like.
Your empire is doomed.
Did she just get hit in the head? That looked a bit goofy. He's the strange guy. I don't know what that was, but he's very strange. And I wonder, the sleepers, obviously they're god, but is it an entity that there is in space, or let's see. Yeah, and he's getting old and frail. So they are probably growing. Yeah, she got hit.
He'll be late for the Foundation meeting. 5 minutes early is 3 minutes late to Louis Spivey.
I think he did not expect to live that through the trial.
Knows about us.
How will we know what those things are if we can't even agree on how to count them?
Yeah, but that's a bit stupid to say. That's the stupid argument, I think. I have to think about it more. It might be a good argument, but I have to think about that more. Reverse scalpel. That's quite a cool effect. I guess that they would have that. They were advanced enough, I think.
It is a taste in my mouth.
Yeah. He's a bit unstable, and he was last time as well. I think he's at his end.
It is a taste that will not go away.
We should let you all go free.
We should.
Interesting scene.
But we won't.
Yeah, I guess that the D-bag of a son, no, gonna see to that. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, he's declining. There's probably Alzheimer's or something like that they have in their DNA or something like that.
Because that prayer can't endure without people,
It's beautiful.
without you.
Can you pass the wine, please? The wine?
Why? Are you stupid? What was that scene about? I don't like that guy, I have to say. I mean, he's in the right in this situation, don't get me wrong. Because he probably calculated too much. I don't really like him, I don't know why. He's emotionless, I don't know. The child actor is actually pretty good.
And scars.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Nuke them? Or black hole them? What are you gonna do? Okay, they're kind of gonna nuke it. Let's see what their weapons are. Particle beam, black hole gun. I mean, they have black holes in their engines. Oh, they were still using hanging. Interesting. Sorry that he's blue, but yeah. Their weapon are less powerful than I thought they would be. That's a bit strange. Why are you not throwing a black hole at them? I don't understand that. So were they both bombarded? I didn't get that either. But it probably doesn't matter. I would like to calculate how many primes she already has gone through, because it's not that much, I think.
Something's wrong.
Oh, do you know? It's again. Oh yeah. That's last episode. She had something like that, I think. Probably the child. Probably the child that's now gone because she drank wine. That's unfortunate. I knew I didn't like him.
You have to leave. No! Gail!
He probably wanted that because, yeah. I don't understand that. I hope he's not gone. I hope they clone him. I like this. Yeah, I like Terminus. Ah, I understand. Yeah, they're setting her up. I think they're setting her up. Yeah, they both, Harry and him, they set her up. He saw that the point he was missing was that they had to stage this or do this. I don't know, it might be real. So, but I'm sad that he's probably gone. So the Empire thinks she killed him. That's what they want. Yeah, you cry, I don't care. I don't care about her. I'm sorry, you might like him, but I don't care about the character. I just hope it's a setup and Harry is not gone, as the scanner said. Because he stabbed him here, that might not be lethal, but it might have been lethal because the computer thingy said it, but yeah. So, yeah, asteroids are not that close together, by the way. just physics stuff. You're gonna crash into that? Yeah, you shouldn't have thrown her into a planetary ring, mate. Okay, well, sorry that I was not that shocked about his death, but I don't believe that. And if it is, I'm very mad because I like Terras. I think it's a setup, I don't know. Because he threw the blade with her and he had the calculation things, he might have seen something. Though he can't predict instances, so I don't know. And yeah, why did she do what he said? I don't understand that. But yeah, that was a great episode. I really like that. That was, again, a wonderful episode. Glad I'm watching this. Yeah, so what did we have? So first off, they're still trying to get away, not get away, pull away the debris and the gone people from orbit. Which, yeah, if you, I mean, I said it, I don't know if I have to cut it out, but so if you fall as a body, you won't get down because you just burn up through friction, basically. So, and I would have liked to seen that. That would have been a really haunting image, seeing those light up. And I'm a bit sad that we didn't get to see it because, yeah, that would have been quite a nice image and it was a bit show don't tell. But yeah, so Empire. Yeah, that's I've said it before. It's this theme of them staying the same. And the old guy, what was the old guy? So Dusk. The Dusk was a bit weird, emotional, more emotional than Day. And yeah, he developed this disease. I don't know if it was Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, something. He's got something in his DNA which they can't get out, I imagine. Or it's a clone disease, even. I don't even know. Yeah, the scene with the mural, why is he doing it now? Because the other one was, yeah, like I said, why did you end that guy in episode 1? It's just a nice old dude. So, yeah. But yeah, he's interesting because he does some stuff on his own, and he still has rights, but he's not the emperor anymore. So the main emperor is Day, and the other two are like the boy is the successor, of course, so he has to see everything there, and the old guy is the advisor, and they are all the same. I like that concept a lot, actually. So yeah, they basically have these, or had these investigations, and they showed that nothing was there, and then so they just decided to do a public example, and yeah, so again, this thing, yeah, he always kind of does it, that he hangs them in the end, which is, yeah, effed up. But I didn't understand that planet destroying scene. I think I understand more than when I watched it, but so they just burn one half of the planet down, what I saw. So I mean that makes sense then. So they didn't want, because yeah, when I said they just throw a black hole at them, he wanted to keep the planet, which is why. I mean, if he's so mad and if he's wiping out half of it, you just will create hateful people. That's stupid. But anyway, he's not the brightest tool sometimes. Sometimes he's very bright. I don't know. I wonder if that will bite him later on. So yeah, and I only saw the planet of the woman. I don't know which one it was. So we saw both of them. One went away, and we just saw the woman's planet. So I'm confused there as well. Was it just hers, and the other guy was just happy so they can now conquer it because they're in war? I didn't get that, but I mean, logically they both got bombarded. Might have been because of my color blindness that I didn't see those two planets being shown being bombarded. That might have been, they might have been shown both, but I couldn't recognize it because of color blindness, because they were brownish reds, stuff like that, and I'm having problems with red and green. Some, not a lot, but that was one case where I had some problems probably. Yeah, so the robot wars were mentioned twice, and I really liked the writing there, because there were so many things set up that came back, like the hanging, which came back later, the robot wars, which came later when she showed that she was an android. I'm curious what that was. Yeah, the Emperor, the body shield, like, yeah, those were the two Dune things I recognized that were a bit Dune-ish, because yeah, the Butlerian jihad, and of course the body shields, personal shields, that's obviously also in Dune, and yeah, the ship part, I didn't get warm with that. I didn't warm up to that a lot, because it was suddenly, I don't know who these people are, why they are there. I mean, it kind of was implied by his speech that they just said, oh yeah, I believe you, let's go with you, which is a lot to go on this dangerous mission, giving up their lives for his idea or prophecy. And yeah, okay, they said in episode 1 that there were people believing that he's like a messiah figure or something like that, and but it's still, they risk their lives, they train they train for colonization, and they work there. I didn't get the woman that had the baby in her womb. Why did she suddenly start drinking wine again? Because she wanted to get rid of it after all? I don't know. And they were suddenly together. I didn't see that. They didn't really click for me. It was just, yeah, I felt like, yeah, they set them up to be together in episode 1 because of these cliche things they kind of did. I don't remember really what that was. So yeah, now they're suddenly together. Then they were in the pool, which by a physics standpoint did not make sense, because he couldn't swim, she didn't move, and they floated. And yeah, whatever. Sorry, it's a stupid nitpick, but yeah, and then then she told him about the gaps, which made, why would you do that? I didn't get that. I mean, okay, if you're in, but they only knew themselves, each other for about what, 4 months, 5 months, and I got confused by the travel distance as well, because they said 864 days or something like that in the last episode that the trip would take, and now they say it's 4 years, which doesn't make sense. They said it's 4 years from now, so they already were there for some months, so then it didn't make sense. And yeah, then Harry was a bit depressed because he might have seen something already. He did not expect to be on that journey, so he might think that he's expendable. What's the word? Expendable. I'm sorry. You probably know which one I mean. So yeah, he was. That was, you know, those. I like those scenes, those silent moments where you just saw Jared Harris act without talking. I love those scenes. I love scenes with Jared Harris talking, acting as well as he did here. Again, yeah, no, but Fun Society just did a great job again. And yeah, in the end, I'm pretty sure that's a setup because he had the thing next to him. He saw something probably, and they got this plan and this idea that they could stabilize the Empire with her there, and then they shot her into a planetary ring. How? Why? Why didn't she crash into one of those asteroids? And by the way, if there's an asteroid field, they are not that close together. They are not that close together, not by far. It's just a sci-fi trope that doesn't make sense. There's this game. I don't know if it still exists or if they finished it, Infinity, the Quest for Earth. They did planetary rings, and they have this little simulator, I think, currently, where you can fly towards a planet with a ring and you see the distances there, that they are not really real. Yeah, so now I hope that Harry survives, because I love him. That's why I didn't really... I was shocked, but I can't believe that he is gone, because then that would be such a waste of talent. But if that's the story, it is the story. But I don't like the main character enough to care for their part right now. I cared for their part because Harry had this, you know, he had motives to go there. He had motives to go there, to build his foundation, to tell the people, to be kind to the people, to train them, to try his best. I know why he's doing things. I don't know why the mathematician girl does things. Because she won maths, and now she's doing maths. She's going around with them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she was exiled. So yeah, okay, so she's on that ship. I know why she's on the ship, but I don't know what she's doing. And is she his right hand now? She might be. Which, yeah, she was in the conference for him. But she doesn't, then she's mining, which would be stupid if you are the second mathematician, the younger one, and you should preserve one of those two. Why is she mining? Harry doesn't have training. I don't get that. Then she was, I think it was her, the one that went towards the tiger noises. She was stupid there. I haven't warmed up to her because I don't know what she wants. I don't know. I mean, then she's in love with this guy suddenly. Then Harry is on the floor. Then she's just carried away. You know, she's just like in a what do you call it? As if she's just set into she went to a roller coaster, set into it, and now she's cruising through all the stuff. You know, I don't know why she's doing anything. She's praying in primes, okay, that's a nice gimmick, but I'm sorry, I don't get her. I hope she gets better. And her friend guy, yeah, okay, so he had a hard childhood, which is bad, and then Harry found him stealing for his father, and then the thing with his father, then I think they implied that I was supposed to think that now he's against him, and that's... If this next episode it's not a setup, then I don't like him. And if it's a setup, it was unnecessary, and I would have liked to get to know more about him and not just him talking, because all he does is talk to her. Yeah, I think he once or twice talked to Harry in the show, and then he always has just talked to and I don't even know her name. I don't even remember her name. I remember Harry's name. I remember the Emperor's names. Yeah, that's doesn't bode well for me currently with that plot line where they are going. It's drama on the ship, and I don't know why I'm watching it. And yeah, but I love the Empire stuff so much. It's so good. I love the Harry stuff so much. It's so profound. Yeah, and that as well. The point where she says, okay, we can't even decide on a number system. Okay, yeah, you can't. Of course you can. So pick the one that most people do, because you have to start somewhere. It's this stupid argument. And no, it's not a stupid argument, but I understand where people are coming from. This like, yeah, we've got three things. 90% of people do thing X, 2% do thing Y, and 8% do thing Z. So which one should we take? Yeah, let's pick X. Most people do it. Yeah, but the others, are we supposed to preserve the others? Yes. I mean, if you could, you should. But if most people do something and it's established, that's important. If all people do stupid things, you shouldn't really rely on them, obviously. But if they do things, like they all, the system counting with the base 10, which is our system. I mean, the computer system has base 2, so why don't why do they not use that in the future? I don't know. But yeah, so they still use 10 everywhere. It has been, so the Emperor is 10,000 years old, so let's say they are 20,000 years in the future, I don't know. It has worked for 20,000 years for humans, and 90% still use it, so just use it. I mean, and that's like, and perhaps I'm too much of a mathematician for this argument, and perhaps it's probably metaphorically and stuff like that. But even that breaks down. So yeah, you say, okay, we take base 10, and you could just write 2 sentences, which would be about, I don't know, 2 kilobyte of information, and you say, yeah, okay, you can also use base 2 and base 27 and base 12. You can do that. Point. And everyone can derive that if they have the time, if they want to get creative. And you can still start with the thing everyone knows, you know, and you can do that in many things, not in all. And I think the argument misses the point. You have to keep what's useful, not what most people do. That's right, but you have to keep what's useful if most people use it, I think. I mean, but that's just my take on this. And you might disagree. This is just. This is not something that is right or wrong. It's just my perspective here. And I might even change it if I think more about it, because I just saw it. I probably will think about it when I go to sleep and ponder on it and perhaps change it, but that's my point currently. So, yeah, let's see where this goes. I'm quite excited for it. I hope you are too. And yeah, if you like this, yeah, consider liking, subscribing. Helps a bit. We're almost at 250 people. And yeah, hope you have a happy spacey day and take care. Bye.